You guys missed a phenomenal conversation with myself because I forgot to turn my mic on. I put it on and away we go. Hey, Raccoon Eyes. Hello, Jenny. Man, quiet crowd here tonight. Take a minute to go. We've been in and out a few times. Oh, let me turn that over. That's bright. Dang. That's a reflection is what that was. Let's get that turned over. You can see these gorgeous colors in this thing. Ah. Hey, Will. How you doing? Yeah, I'm sitting here wandering around talking to myself. Boy, that thing is way bright. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Let's see. I got a remote control for the lighting here. Let me turn this down a little bit. Maybe not. Let's see what that does. I don't know why that didn't work from the remote. Oh, because there's no batteries in it. That's why. There's no batteries in it. Somebody took my batteries. I swear. All right. I can't have anything nice. Okay, we're going to whip it up here pretty fast. Turn the blower on. Here we go. All right. There's Kevin. We're here at Big Whiskey Restaurant. That is fabulous, Kevin. Did you eat anything yet? Carrie and Kevin are over in Arkansas at the grandbabies and daughter-in-law house. Doing their thing, having fun. All right, here we go. This one here is going to be 5 inches long, baseball bat, .50, artist choice, all different, please. All right, let's see what we're getting down to here. Down to .58. A little more to go here. me turn my fan on here. A little warm here in Oklahoma today. About 75, 77 degrees. All right. Oh, that fan at my back feels great. All right, that might be where we need to be. 0.52. Very close. Very close. Mom and Alicia here too. Of course. I didn't think you were there by yourself. Okay, 0.50 there. 0.53 there. Almost there. Haven't seen Larry in tonight. He was here earlier. Joe will be in and out a little bit because she's got daughter and grandkids she's messing around with. That'll be good for her. All right, let's see what we can do here. It's a very pretty blank. I think this one might be. We'll probably do some bases on this one. All right, let's find the middle. Hey, Stacy I, how you doing? By the way, your tray came out awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'll be preparing those tomorrow after I get back from the woodworking store for doing the demos. But they came out beautiful, and I'll be preparing them for shipping. I think we poured them about 4 or 5 days ago, so they're nice and cured. There we go. What were your colors again, Tracy? Or Stacy? Tracy. My goodness. What is wrong with me? Let's see. It's either blue or purple. Was your blue or purple? Or no, maybe you had the golden red glitter. You're going to have to tell me because I forgot. Purple. Okay, here we go. Let me turn the big blower off here. I'll switch the camera over to the work desk here. Purple. Yeah, I can't keep them all straight. All right. Let's see. Purple. Here it is. So the back is an actual, it's a bit translucent, which is really cool. It's got some glitter floating around on it. Looking pretty cool. You can see it shimmer. Not that you look at the back much, but it should look nice, right? But then this is the front. You got waves of the starlight glitter in there with some chunks of that bigger glitter in there. And then the white and the purple swirling all around. And of course, from the side, it looks like a sundae. You got the purple on the top, the white in the middle, and the real purple on the bottom. So I'll be routing this lower edge here to get all these little chips off, make it nice and smooth, put 4 feet on it, and it'll be ready to go. But it really sparkles. I love how these come out. So cool. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Always better in real life. There we go. Thank you. Hey, Connie, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we do these little custom trays here that we just started. And Stacy is part of our leap of the leopard or leopard leap or however you say that on our YouTube channel. So she's one of the ladies that joins us monthly for a little private live time. And then we create a custom pen. And this year, Carrie's like, hey, how about doing a tray? Because, you know, everybody has pens. So now they're going to have a cool tray. And that'll be awesome. Very fun. Okay, we're back over to here now. And that light, I think it must be the whiteness of this blank that makes it look like that. That's wild. It looks like a white blank. Okay, here we go. Blower on. I even turned the light down so it wouldn't be so bright. But man alive, it is like mega bright. Slow this lathe down a little bit. And here we go, making the vases. All right, looking nice, looking nice. Yeah, I think because this is so pastel, it just shows up as one big white blob because I can't see any color on my screen up there. A little bit on my pad, but not much. All right, we got a clean diaper here. Yes, I remember when we invented vases, it was almost by accident. I was just trying to do some fancy curves, and all of a sudden, Carrie goes, "Hey, that looks like two vases butt to butt." And then we did reverse vases, so you get top to top. So yeah, very curvy and very nice. Take some weight out of the pen. Pretty cool. And Stacy, she knows exactly what they are. She likes vases. Kevin and mom are over in Arkansas, like I said, visiting the grandbabies and the daughter-in-law. Still a little rough right in here. They're going to have a fun weekend together. I think tomorrow they're going to go meet Richard Lorenz, who does the birds, at the Bentonville Square because he lives in Bella Vista, Arkansas. And they've got this big art thing going on Square. Hopefully it doesn't rain because that's about the only thing that cancels it. Ah, nice and smooth. Ah, very good. Very good. So I bought some polymer clay and I'm going to fashion it into a 1x1 blank. Not very artistic. I'm just going to mix a few colors and get it square, get all the air out of it, and then do the thing. I'm not going to become a Tony Street and do those fabulous flowers. I just don't have enough time. But I want to bake it. I want to see if I can turn it. Tony tells me I can because it's very hard and it's impermeable, so you don't really need to stabilize it or anything like that. It should be a nice smooth turn. We'll see how it goes, that's for sure. All right, first pass of the sandpaper, very successful. Looks like the banister has kids. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I do love a lot of curves. And if I were making wooden banisters, it'd be all about that curve and knob thing, you know? But if you were making banisters for a house, you'd have to figure out some way to make a jig and help you out, because that would be a lot of turning. I don't know how many banisters go in a normal house, but it might be 50. That's a lot. Very nice. Coming out very nice. Yes, the banister had babies. I still don't see much color. Must just be so bright it's reflecting the light really well. It's weird. Never had a blank do that. But I may have to show you this in the leopard scope anyway, just so you can see the cool colors in it. We'll see what it looks like when we stop and finish up. All right. Yeah, I think the colors are so subtle that they're a bit bright. Pastel like. All right, let's see how this looks when we stop. Got some fuzzies on it. See how that, oh yeah, that color comes out real nice. Very beautiful. Hey, Larry, welcome back. Been having trouble with YouTube. That's sad. This is Anne. Oh, Raccoon Eyes. She was here earlier. Is she here now? These are Raccoon Eyes pens. I don't know. Oh, yeah, she's here. Good, 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 good. That's a Raccoon Eyes pen right there. Now we got the, this must be the pink blue round swirl, pink and blue. Yeah, these are your pens, Raccoon Eyes. Let me get the dust off the dust off the rails so that this thing moves a little better. There we go. Now this one's already rounded, so we just get to carve it up. Yeah, that is a pretty blank. Very pastel-y and bright. Very smooth. Let's see, am I missing anything? I've been having trouble with YouTube. Well, we're glad you're in here, Larry. He's saying hi to everybody. He's doing lots better, and we're glad to hear that. That's for sure. Stacy, Raccoon, pretty blank. There should be 3. There is 3. This is number 2 right here. And Ginny, he goes by Lawrence or Larry, but if you're his buddy, which you will be quickly, it's Larry. Older C-arm. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's got, Larry, but it's an older saw, that's for sure. It's not fancy like yours. All right, blower on. Baseball bat, 0.55, 0.50. Point 0.6, more to go. That's right, Lawrence. Larry is fine. Larry's one of the finest guys I know. Pretty chill. Comes in here, cheers everybody on. Can't beat it. That's why I said you'll be his friend soon. 0.55 coming down. I'm excited for you too. I'm excited for me that I get to do it. That's awesome. And you deserve every inch of it. 0.51, getting very close. We'll do our backside now. Oh, you probably did the measurements just perfect. Let's see how we're doing for a measurement on this end. Down to 0.50 on the money. This one over here, 0.50 on the money. We'll handle the math. You give us the measurement, we'll do the math. Hook you right up. Yeah, we've had a lot of people respond to the video saying, hey, these are awesome, but here's my measurement. I don't know how to convert it. And we just convert it for them. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. Okay. Let's go find the middle of this puppy. Now, I think restraints would be awesome on this one. And if I want to do 3, that means I need 4 dives, which means I have to center the middle one on that black line. That's a little big. I'll make it a little smaller. Perfect. There we go. I like this particular cut because this blank has a lot of swirly in it with the pink and the blue with some clear in the middle, which will really look cool. Oh, yeah, this will be a good one for that. Got that pink and the blue in there. So this particular cut, besides looking good, does a couple other things for the pen. One, it makes it lighter because it accentuates the beauty of the blank, but removes a lot of mass. That means you can hold it longer and do more diamond painting. Yeah, and everything looks so washed out. Is that just me, or does it look like that? If I turn that off, see what it looks like when I turn. It must just be because it's spinning or something like that tonight. Yeah, it looks a little better. All right, let's keep going. Larry, you failed Jim. I got to tell you a funny story. I flunked the easiest class in my high school. It was run by Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan was a basketball coach, and this is what he taught to be a teacher just so he could coach. And the name of the class was Sports Literature. Literally, all you had to do was read, I think, 7 of these little paperback books about sports stories and heroes and all that kind of stuff, and give him a book report, which was oral. You didn't even have to write it down. You could just talk to him about it, and you passed the class. I didn't read one book. Had zero interest in sports. I thought it would have been a cool class, and it is for a lot of people, but that was the only class that I flunked in high school. Sports literature. All you had to do is read 7 paperback books and you get an A. You don't read any, you got an F. So I was awarded my F. Wow, your gym teacher played for the Green Bay Packers. That's cool. Kevin's got a certificate of graduation. It was a diploma in Utah. Kevin, is a bit autistic and stuff, and they pulled us into a parent-teacher conference. Now, he's not going to graduate with an actual high school diploma. He's going to get a certificate of completion or diploma or something like that. And I said, well, what's the difference? Nothing really. He just didn't do all the requisites. He was just here the whole time. Great. It's never stopped him. Yep, I got you, Larry, 100%. Got a lot of clear down on this end. That's going to be real pretty. Can't wait to hear that interacts with the white and the blue. Lawrence Winslow. I don't know who that is. I guess that's the guy that played for the Packers, right? When did he play, Larry? Got to figure he probably played in the 80s, I would imagine. Maybe 90s. I don't know. All right, that came out good. Here goes the next one. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you've got spina bifida Bella. Hopefully life isn't too difficult. I mean, I know it's not easy, but hopefully you get some relief in there somewhere. Diamond painting, huh? Right? Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here, just like we're glad everybody else is here. Hanging out, having some fun. Oh, he was that old, huh? Because I was in grade school in late 60s. When did I go to first grade? 67. Seems like forever ago. I can remember like it was yesterday. Yeah, I don't know anybody famous except Carrie. And Carrie's famous because she's the head leopard. Yep, absolutely, Bella. Count your blessings, whatever they are. Oh, that's cool. That is so lacy looking. Of course, I got a bunch of polish on it. I'm going to show you this in the leopard scope because this is very pretty. And there's a lot of detail in this pen that you can't really see from the regular camera. Your power just went out. Glad to have your phone. Absolutely. We're glad too, Larry. Okay, let's go here to the leopard scope. Right now, it's looking at the top of Eye Candy Swearin' Purple. I was cleaning up the desk this week, rearranging things, making the shop a little more efficient. Move this over here, get that aimed right down there, and let me get it dialed in here. There we go. Look how delicate that lacing is. As those little thready pieces of ink interact in there. Of course, if I could get all that polish off, it'd look a lot better. Good thing is we'll buff it all up. And then right at the end, we get this transparent pink. Very nice. I like this one a lot. You see, when I did that dip, it dug into there, removed a lot of weight and mass, and you brought out that middle swirly. Very nice. Very nice. Let's flip back before everybody yells at me for forgetting to switch back. Where is my USB cam? Oh, it's that big one. That's right. Keep looking for the old camera. Hello, Catherine. Hey, let's try Discord. It's been a long time since we did the Discord. If Carrie saw it, she say would match her makeup routine kit. Probably. Let me fire up Discord here. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, let's go to Leopard Leatherworks. And I'm going to be in Tim in the Shop. Yep, and my mic works in there. And if somebody goes there, let me get an invite here. Let me copy that. So if anybody wants to join us in voice, let's see. Yeah, Carrie is the master at all the colors, I'll tell you. There's the Discord link that will either take you to Discord and jump into that room, or it will get you to sign up for Discord or whatever so that you can get in that room. But that is the room that we're in now. It is the Leopard Leatherworks channel on Discord. And let's see, where'd I go? Yeah, and I am in Tim in the Shop, which is one of the voice channels. All right. So, Catherine, if you're down there and you want to jump in there, we'll see if we can marry these two together with StreamYard. That would be fun. All right. Wrong colors. Yeah, Catherine needs orange. Catherine loves orange. Loves orange. They are the wrong colors for Catherine, the absolute right colors for Mrs. Butter D. Now, this is a very cool blank because you can see, I'm going to show this on the leopard scope before we get going so you can see how far inside this blank that you can see. Let's go to the digital leopard scope again. See how far inside this blank you could see? Sometimes you don't notice that when you're buying these blanks or can't see it. But there's some clarity in there that allows you to see through to the other side. And some cool swirlies. Very pretty blank. Let's go back to our mega camera here. All right, hyper speed. Here we go. We're going to make it round. Hello, Catherine. How are you today? I can't hear you too well because the blower is on. Let me turn the blower on there.
I just muted the YouTube.
Oh, that's good.
So it cannot, how do you say, it cannot make more noise than it already is.
Yeah, no reverb.
Yes.
Now, I've got to make sure on my Discord that I'm not making lots of noise in the shop. So I have to go to, let's see, settings. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see, settings, voice and video. And let me, I need to do is turn my Bluetooth on. Let me go to settings here. If not, everybody will get the reverb of my system doing all that stuff. Let me get my Work Connect and turn them on. That's my headphones. So if anybody else wants to join us in Discord, you certainly may. It is free. Okay, let me turn my headphones on. Power on.
Yes.
Okay, where did I get that? I got to disconnect my pad from, let's see, let me go to settings here.
Yes.
My headphones automatically connected to my Samsung pad.
It logged me in first with the website, but I prefer to use the app because the app is better.
Absolutely. Let's see, here's connections, Bluetooth off. Okay, I turned the Bluetooth off my pad. Now I'll turn it over onto here.
I had to install Discord again too.
I would imagine, yeah.
Because
Very cool. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, very good. Hey, everybody in the YouTube channel, can you hear Catherine talking? I'm not sure if StreamYard picks that up or not. Hello, Yannette. Yeah, Raccoon Eyes has got clouds. I guess we got a moon that's waxing or waning tonight. So the question that Raccoon Eyes had was, how come the blank makers just do rounds if that's easier? It's actually, so the reason you can do round or you can do square, this is really a good question. So let's pop over to the workbench because, oh, they're good. They can hear you, which is great. Oh, you can hear, but not anymore. Probably because it was echoing through my headphones. Maybe, well, Jess can hear her, but no, we could before. What did I screw up? What? Right. Oh, I understand that. And I think some can hear you on YouTube, which would be really good. That way I don't have to have two different conversations at the same time. Hello, Cindy. Welcome in. Okay, let me switch the over here. I don't know what I was doing here. We'll come here. We'll put Stacy's tray away. Let's see now. So this is a square mold, Raccoon Eyes. And this is a round mold. So you can see, and you may not realize this, but depending upon what you're looking for the type of mixture and how you want the colors to flow, if you do it in a square, you've got this whole area that you can get things to flow and mix and stuff like that. And you're pouring it in a horizontal format, which is pretty cool. But if you're pouring it into this vertical pour, then you're pouring down a hole and you don't always know what you get, but you get pretty good at knowing what it will look like likely. And this gives a different effect than this. And the one that you've got on the thing right now looks like that. These were poured in fact, the round one that we did for Raccoon Eyes earlier, that was poured. But see, this one here, it doesn't look like much. But I can tell you, once we open this up and get this off the edge here, it's going to be pretty cool. So this would be one of these round ones that they poured like that. And there, I got a few of them over here that are very, very cool colors. And I can tell you that once I cut into this, it's going to be totally different. It's actually called the Gatling mold. Yeah. The guy that sells them, the guy that I bought this from, he calls it the Gatling mold. And it's high suction getting them out of there for sure. But yeah, so that's a different. And then there's another one I've got over here that I buy from P-Town Subby that has a little fatter blank. So these fit down here pretty easily and got room. So if you're looking for a fatter blank, then you could do that. These are generally all molds from the pen making industry, the people that are making ink pens and stuff like that, because they don't need the big square. But if you want to do the square, then it turns out differently. I even have another one that you can pour horizontally in 1x1 squares. And this gives another different effect because it doesn't have the room to flow all around. So each one of these gives a different effect when you're pouring. So that's why flat or round. If you're doing round, a little easier to turn because you don't have to make them round, but you also are limited in what you can do because it's all down inside a hole that you're pouring the resin. So that's why. Great question. We haven't talked about that for a long time. Yeah, Raccoon Eyes looks like a Gatling gun. Let's see. I think that was the question there. Can you guys still hear Catherine? Well, I know that, Catherine, but if you're talking, I wondered if I put you on Bluetooth, if that took it away from sharing with StreamYard. Oh, I know it's good on your side, but they can't hear you now, which is a bummer. So if I now, okay, so what I'll have to do is take off my headphones, and I will just put her sound in Discord out to the speakers, so you'll hear her on the speaker when she talks. Hopefully, it won't be too bouncing around kind of thing. All right, go ahead and talk, Catherine. Give us a speech or something.
Maybe they don't want to hear from me. Maybe. I don't know. You tell me, Tim.
It doesn't matter whether they want to hear you or not. I want to see if they can hear you or not. Catherine's a very smart lady. She lives down in Cartagena, Colombia, originally from Switzerland, and she's down there. She really loves Chuck Pinson, and we have done some things for her. Yeah. Let me go back.
You know it, Tim.
Oh, now they can hear you loud and clear. That is awesome. All right, so let me do one more adjustment here.
Now they can hear me. Okay, good.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Voice and video. Let me go to the headphones. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me go to that one. Okay, that'll be on the big speakers over by my lathe. That way they can hear you well. So now as you talk, Catherine, they'll be able to hear you. Yeah, see, Bella the Beast, she's working on a Chuck Pinson.
Yes.
Very nice.
There
Okay.
are on a Chuck Pinson too. It's called, what is it called? Country Roads Take Me Home. It's an older Chuck Pinson, but I think it's beautiful.
Sounds like West Virginia. Country Roads Take Me Home. Yes, ma'am. And that's where I grew up, West Virginia. That's right. Yes, ma'am. That's right. That's right. Oh, camera. Thank you, Jess. Dang it, I knew I was going to forget that. I had too many buttons to push tonight. There we go.
Why do you have such a big case on your face? All the columns are out. What are you doing?
I'm going to be making more trays this evening.
Great. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should pay you some money, you know? The money.
It's
I don't already have time for that. For the meeting.
Whenever you want, we'll schedule a time. Catherine is going to be designing a diamond painting pen series. It'll be at least a series of one, and and she loves orange, and she wants to design a pen, and then I'll pour them and turn them, and then she'll get a cut. But it'll be a designer pen. I think it's a cool idea.
I also wrote down and about trades. Yeah, it has to go.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
She loves orange and brown, very fall colors.
Yes, I also have orange and gray. I also have something in mind for it. More summary, more summary, theme.
Yes.
The beach colors.
The ocean.
The ocean, so the form of the base, you know, stuff like that.
Absolutely. Okay, 0.5 on that side, 0.55 on this side. We're coming down. And the funniest thing Catherine does is yell at her cats, and it's a riot.
Yes, but now they're sleeping because
Ah. Yeah, we did Discord a lot in the beginning of the channel, but it got out of hand. So we stopped it for a while, but I really like it because it allows me to hear humans and not just read a bunch of text. So it's a lot of fun.
for me as well, because I never liked it. And it's not because I can't write. I can write, but I'm so slow in writing. It's
Yep.
and it's ooh.
Oh, nice.
Which artist? Which
Yeah, which artist is that? Raccoon Eyes.
Cindy, I produced it. Thompson Kraken. Okay. I need to see that. I need to see it.
Yep. Yes, you do.
because it's not that fixed right on button.
Ah,
And you don't like it.
you burped out there a little bit.
I have much power any other artist.
I understand that, yeah.
But my sister talked stop and stop so. And I forgot at the moment is like to say
Well, that sounds like Take Me Home, West Virginia.
yeah, and I like new stuff.
Come on in, Cindy. We're in Discord right now.
That's my kid.
Yep.
Cindy.
Cindy says she misses Discord. Me too, quite frankly.
And then he can and he helped me with it gets patient I put again with my wheelchair. The king not 2 minutes against you. Yep. He
Yeah, I hear somebody else in Discord. Yeah, with the big blower running, I can't hear too many words. I just hear voices. So as soon as I yell, the blower is off, then I can hear everything.
when you back to me. Yeah.
All right, blower is off.
Good. Hey, I just go home for 2 minutes to recycling.
Yeah, take your time. No worries. Take your time. Oh, Cindy's in there. Hello, Cindy. Okay.
Oh,
Welcome back to Discord, Cindy.
Thank you. Can't seem to get the picture. Can't seem to get a video with it though.
In Discord, there is no video in Discord. I don't think. I'm not broadcasting one anyway.
No. No, the only way I can do it is if I pull up YouTube and then I get an echo. I can't.
You have to mute YouTube though, or mute Discord. I'd rather mute YouTube, but
I'd rather make YouTube too. Let me try that.
yeah,
I'll be right back.
you bet. And if anybody else wants to do Discord, they're right up on in there.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Catherine. Catherine had to recycle. Such a responsible human being. I love it.
Yes, because there's a cycle here in our building, so it's easy to recycle. I can do my part.
That's it.
It's better for the environment that anyway.
That's what they tell us.
Yeah, I mean, Colombia is just, how do you say, like starting to learn how to recycle.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge, huge industry in the U.S. Huge industry. And I have no issues with recycling. What I'd like to see them do is reduce the amount of packaging they make. Yep, I got you, raccoons. Hey, Momo, how you doing? Raccoon Eyes, when you are ready to come into Discord, that is when you'll be in Discord. No worries. It's no requirement, and I guess you guys can hear Cindy and Catherine in Discord, and that's good. And I know for Catherine, Catherine has MS, and she's bound in a wheelchair. So for her to be able to talk is a lot better than typing, because typing doesn't work so well. It's just slow.
Tim,
Yes, ma'am.
I have cerebral
Oh,
palsy.
I'm sorry. Cerebral palsy, not MS. I'm sorry. I got it mixed up.
At least it doesn't get like worse quickly.
Correct.
Because MS 10, but with me it's just, I'm like more or less the same. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Not much degradation then.
So I just did practice, but now I try to lose weight again.
Gotcha. Well, good luck with that.
I just 2 days ago I ordered 32 eggs.
Ooh,
32.
sounds like you're going keto.
Because I need to eat a lot of eggs, a lot of protein to keep me like not hungry. Yes.
Understand, yeah.
It's not a real keto. It's something in between. It's not a real keto.
Yeah, modified.
I still have a little bit of calories, but I eat far more
Protein than carbs, yeah.
protein and vegetable and less
Carbs. Yeah.
And I already lost some weight already. So
that's good. If that's your goal, then I'm glad you're getting success already.
Yeah, I did. I'm not finished yet. I'm just in the.
Excellent. So what we've got on this end here is a little piece of glitter right on the end. We'll sand that down as smooth as we can get it. You can't really feel it unless it's spinning fast, but I want to make sure it's as smooth as we can be.
Tim, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you do resin, you pour it, the resin.
That's correct.
They say the room temperature, it needs to be cold, like, I don't know, 15 degrees, something like that. Celsius, we talk about Celsius. Yes, we don't talk about Fahrenheit. Yes.
You'd have to convert it for me, but I think 15, is that probably around 62 or 63?
15, wait, I look it up. 15,
okay.
Yeah.
And now Cindy while Cindy is whipping and working while she's watching, she can talk now
Yes.
and doesn't have to take her hands off. She can just keep diamond painting while she's
Yep.
talking.
Yep.
15 Celsius is 59 Fahrenheit. So
Yeah,
60
That would be
Fahrenheit.
very cold. When I pour, Catherine, my room is normally right around 70, which I think is right around 20 or 21 Celsius.
Okay. Because I think I have it even warmer than.
Yeah, 60 would be very cold.
60 would be cold because I never had 60. I live in Cartagena. Yes.
Yes, it's
I
too
maybe
cold.
I maybe have 25. Yes.
Right.
So, okay. 70 is 21.1.
So there you
yes.
go. So I'm usually at 21.1 when I'm pouring.
But I may have even more. Yes. I may have even more.
If you pour urethane resin in a warmer environment, you just have less time to play with it. At 70 degrees, I have about 12 to 14 minutes to do what I have to do, and then it's hard. It doesn't pour anymore. So if you start at 25, then you might knock that down to 9 to 10 minutes.
I may have 82. 82
Yeah. So
Fahrenheit.
yeah. So you'll have 8 or 10 minutes because it will get harder faster. It's the heat that does it. So the higher you start it, when it's
Yeah.
room temperature, then the quicker it will cure.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I see. Because they were like making me. See, this is all info. Why don't they write it in the manual?
It is written.
In the instructions. No, they don't write it. You can pour. If they don't write, you can pour it at higher temperature too. You just have less time. They
Yeah.
don't write that.
Yeah, they're going to tell you how to do it to get the most optimal result out of their product. They're not going to tell you that you can do it other ways too, but you might not have as good a result. So their job is to sell product, not give you less leeway and whatever. So they're just telling you what the optimal is. And again, if I poured it at 60 degrees or 15, then I might have 15 to 18 minutes to play with it.
Yep. Yes, I see. I have, but this is the weather, and I can do nothing against the weather.
True that.
What I mean.
Yep, me either.
I can't change that. It's like always hot. Yes.
That's what happens when you live in Colombia.
And at the moment, it's always going up. It's only going up.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And I have a good resin. I ordered it from Let's Resin. I think it's Let's Resin.
Yep, I've got some of that.
Is it a good quality resin or?
Yeah, it is. It's good. Yep.
Or did I order
Nope, it's good stuff. I use it all the time. Now I even have one of their ultraviolet resins that cures by light.
Oh, yes, the UV resin.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the UV resin is like for smaller. It's for smaller things, no?
Yes, ma'am. Smaller and thinner.
Yeah. I don't have. You have that pressure. You have the pressure pot, but I don't have one.
Yeah, you'll need to. What kind of resin did you buy? How long of play time do you have? Did you get epoxy resin or urethane resin?
Let me check. I grabbed the box and I told you, yes.
Right, because epoxy resin, you may have as much as 45 minutes to play with it.
So I have two bubbles. Yes. One is A and one is B.
That's correct.
Um,
So it's either urethane or epoxy.
Let me check. Epoxy resin B. High gloss, crystal clear, self leveling. Oh my God, it's too small. Let me see. Light. Light. Now I need my looking glass. Because it's dark. And in darkness.
So this is the perfect example showing that the resin does not stick to plastic. It will not stick to this little piece of glitter right here. I got to cut it out. And that way it gives me a hole. And I'm going to get Carrie's toothbrush out here. And I'm going to clean out that hole there. Yeah, and then what happens is when you get the glitter stuck right here, it catches stuff as it goes by, and it's creating an ugly spot. There we go. Yeah.
It says epoxy resin.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of time to play with that then. I bet you they tell you they probably have 45 minutes
Ah, okay.
if it's epoxy resin. I use urethane resin normally, and that's a fast cure. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will fill this hole in with a little bit of CA glue.
The urethane is quicker than the epoxy.
It is. It also turns nicer. So there's a lot of good benefits for urethane.
Okay. But I think I could not even get urethane. I bought it from Colombia and I could not get it, or it was like looking.
Right.
It was like looking strange on the, how do you say? Strange on the picture, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
It was like clear. If you know what I mean, because this says it's high gloss. Yes.
Yeah, it will be high gloss when you're all done and polish it up, or if you pour it into a mold. Now, the cool thing about epoxy resin is you don't need a pressure pot because the air bubbles have enough time to raise out of the epoxy.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's just a time game.
Yes. Yes.
I have to wait.
Yep.
More waiting game than anything else. Yes.
Don't let the cats touch it.
Yeah. No. I will do it in a room where the cats have no access to, and then,
That's smart. Okay, so what we'll do now, so what we did is we built this up to be larger than the hole that we made. And then we will let this get super, super hard and come back later and then re-sand that so it's just smooth. But what happens is glitter is plastic, right? It's made out of plastic. And resin and plastic do not adhere to one another. So now you can see there's glitter in here, but it's encapsulated by the resin. But when it gets to the edge like that and sticks out, it makes a weak point. So what we'll do is we'll cut it back, and then we just filled it in with CA glue, let that harden. Then we'll come back later and just sand it smooth, and you'll just see a pretty piece of glitter underneath the CA. All right, and that is it for Raccoon Eyes tonight. Those are her 3 pens. Let me take out the bushings, except for the one we just fixed. We'll leave that just sit here for a minute. Probably come back. I might even do it in the morning because I like to let that stuff get very, very hard. I don't want to mess around and do it when it's a little bit soft on the inside. So there you go, Raccoon Eyes. There's your first 3 custom pens, almost completely done. And then we will sit that aside right there in my tray and let it harden. All right, then we'll come over to who's next. Looks like Brandy. Brandy is next. And she wants hers to be 5 1/4 inches long. And I believe these blanks are 5 1/4 right out of the bat. That is correct. So no cutting that one. We're going to do fat bat 0.58 and some vases. So let me drill some holes first and we'll make this square blank round. I'm over at the drill press, so nothing to see yet. Welcome in, whoever just came in to Discord. Or who maybe somebody left. I forget what those sounds sound like. Nope, Cindy left. She'll probably be back in a minute. So what are you going to make with your resin, Catherine? What are you going to make with your resin?
Belongs to you. It belongs to London.
Ah. Oh, lost Discord on her tablet. She's charging the tablet. You're welcome, Raccoon Eyes. It was my pleasure. And I can't wait for you to get them in your hands so that you can see how cool they are. All right, let's make this one round here. Turn it on real fast. The blower's going to go on, so if you're in Discord, can't hear you too well right now. All right, Fat Bat 0.58. .66. Coming down. What a chicken, all the way down to 0.63. Come on, Tim. Take some off. All right, that should be pretty near where we need to be. Let's see, 0.59. Very close. Very nice. Now, the fat bat is a baseball bat, only thicker this way. And gives a much thicker foothold down here than your typical baseball bat. All right, let's go to this end now. Point 0.63. Point 0.61. Getting close. You know, whenever Carrie and Kevin go out of town, I feel like Macaulay Culkin on Home Alone. Like I should be getting into some kind of trouble or something. Let's see. Welcome back. Hey, Denise. Good to see you. Catherine does live in Cartagena, Colombia. Denise, good to see you. We're just plunking away at some pens tonight. Man, this thing looks like a universe in there. That's pretty cool. I think we're going to do a single pane window on this one. Let's see. What did she say? Oh, vases. Never mind. We're doing vases. I was going to get wild there for a second. 5 1/4. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
1984.
That's good. I was 23. Just got married. Getting ready to have a baby. Ah, whew, how fun.
Yes, Tim.
All right. Blower is off. Now I can hear Discord again.
Yes, you hear again.
I hear you now, loud and clear.
Good.
That's what I say. And Cindy is thinking of romancing the stone and charging her pad. Cindy, I hadn't even thought about that romancing the stone movie in probably 35 years. Dang.
It's an old movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
It's with Michael Douglas, no?
Yes.
That's a blonde woman.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Can't remember their names. Too long ago. I'd have to look it up on IMDb or something.
Tim, the Pope died.
The Pope did die. We're gonna get a new one soon.
But he had a long life.
Yep, can't complain too much.
Almost 90, that's good, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. My mom's 86 87. No, 88 this year. He's still kicking along, having a good time. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, that was Romancing the Stone?
Kurt, yeah. Okay, that was Kurt.
Oh, it wasn't
Yeah,
Michael Douglas? Well, I can't
No.
remember.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Such a bad memory, but so many things.
Yes.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
I've been watching Kurt Russell since I was a kid. First thing I saw him in was the computer who wore tennis shoes. The Disney movie.
That sounds like a children's thing. Exactly, that's what it sounds.
Yeah, some kind of teenage movie. It's about college students, and one of them got electrocuted and stuck to the computer. So then he was really smart in the spelling bee or the whatever challenge. I forget what it was. Catherine Turner. I don't know. Cindy said it was Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I don't remember. I can't remember now. I get Romancing the Stone mixed up with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I was right with the year, yes.
Were you? I don't know. Michael Douglas. Oh, Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. There you go. You were right about Michael Douglas.
Yes, Michael Douglas, okay. Kathleen Turner. Yes, Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner.
That's
Yes.
right. She had that real hoarse voice.
Danny DeVito?
No, she had a real hoarse voice. Like a,
No, it says here starring, it says here Danny DeVito.
he was in it. He was in it, but he wasn't the main guy.
No, he was not the main guy. This is why I don't probably can remember.
Yep.
Maybe he was the bad. Oh yeah.
Now I got to
Yeah,
go
he was
watch
the
it.
bad guy. Yeah, he was the bad guy. Danny DeVito as Ralph, and then
Yes.
pick with his smuggler from Queen to take Joanne's sister.
Ginny.
hostage and put-
Ginny, I think everybody had that on VHS, didn't they, Ginny? Everybody had it on VHS. Or you went to Blockbuster. Was Blockbuster even around in 84? Man, there is a lot of glitter in this blank. Woo!
Blockbuster was founded in 1985. Too.
What's that?
Blockbuster.
Oh, so I guess we didn't go to Blockbuster for that one, except for a rerun the next year. I guess it was in the theaters in 84, and then Blockbuster had it in 85, I'm sure. It was a hit, that's for sure. It was a hit.
Chapter 7 Bankruptcy Liquidation.
Oh, yeah. They just closed the final Blockbuster down just recently. There was only one left for years. Please, or be kind, rewind.
That was before DVDs.
Well, they had the tapes, then they had the DVDs, then they had the Blu-rays, and then it all went by mail, the discs by mail, and now it's all streaming. Blockbuster's gone.
Yeah. That was big.
All right, we're getting all that glitter worn down. It's gonna be a gorgeous blank. A lot of work on this one. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Next level of paper. Jewel of the Nile. Yeah, that was another good one. Was that after Romancing the Stone? Same characters, sequel, prequel, or something like that? Or is it just a totally different movie, just same actors? I can't remember back that far, not for that movie. I remember Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox.
Yes, Back to the Future. This is legendary too, is it?
It is, but my favorite movie with Michael J. Fox was Doc Hollywood.
Oh yes, Doc Hollywood. Yes, I remember.
I like it. Yep.
Yes.
I like that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like it too.
Just a feel good movie, you know?
Yes, exactly that. Well, getting Parkinson with 29, you must probably think you're in the wrong movie. Yes. Getting
Yeah, he had Parkinson's for a long time. Hit it very well. Struggling a lot with it now, but you know, he's doing the best he can.
I mean, Parkinson is just brutal because you don't die. Yeah?
Right.
Not like
You just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's got a pretty good attitude.
At least he created that research foundation for Parkinson.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And they made I think already many milestones in treating this. Yes.
They have. They made the life better, that's for sure, than it was 25 years ago. They still got a long way to go, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, there is probably nothing that you could ever avoid it like completely. Yes.
I would imagine you're right. Now, if we could just cure stupidity, it'd be all right.
That'd be nice.
All right. Let's shine this baby up and see what it looks like. It's going to be a pretty one. A lot of work with all this glitter in there, but it's pretty. Oh, yeah. Whew, it's going to be pretty. I can see it already, even while it's spinning.
I can only see a white pen.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I guess it's showing up okay, but I'm clearing the junk off now. So it should get better looking here in a second. Cindy got that pad all charged up now?
A little bit. If it may die on me.
Well,
but it's purging.
That's good. Oh yeah, this is very unique. Wow. Wow, wow. We're gonna have to look at the leopard scope for this one.
Yeah, put it in the leopard scope.
Cool.
It looks like a galaxy stuck inside a pen. That's wild looking. Let's check it out. Oop, wrong one. Let's go to leopard scope. You bet, Larry. Have a good evening, buddy. Be safe. Let me get this a little more focused here. There you go. Look at that. That is too cool. Wow. Looks like a picture of galactic Kool-Aid.
So pretty.
Yeah, Larry, this one's on fire, man. Dang, that is too cool. That's a very nice blank. Very well done, I'll tell you.
Where's it from?
DPP. Blanks by DPP, which is Diamond Pen Pals for long.
Okay.
They're the ones that do the roll stop deal. But now they found that making blanks will help their business out and they'll get a little more revenue that way and stay rolling, which is good.
I feel strange having anybody but you do my pen, make it and turn it. It'll just be strange.
You're very kind and very, very generous to allow me the opportunity. That's for sure.
Yeah, every pen I have was yours.
I know it's.
I got one from Dipsy, and I had you do the ends of it, change the ends to baseball. It was a thin one at first.
Gotcha. Well, everybody, you guys have a wonderful evening. I will see you again tomorrow night. I will be tomorrow most of the midday at Rockler Woodworking Store here in Oklahoma City, turning diamond painting pens for their customers. A lot of the ladies that come in with their husbands, generally, that's the way it works. I'm not saying it's that way every time, but a number of the ladies came in and they said, hey, you're going to have this event. We're going to have a guy here who makes diamond painting pens. And they're all like, oh, we do that. I know what that is. So we'll have some new eyeballs watching it. Anyway, everybody have a good evening. Be kind, be wonderful. Enjoy your weather. Enjoy your evening. And we shall see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.